Hello and welcome, folks, to a probably short and sweet special feature from the Movie Bros. The Oscars just happened. What was that? 4 days ago?
Couple days ago.
Yeah, a couple days ago. Whatever. We're just gonna do a quick little recap. If we have any thoughts, great. If we don't, we don't. Usually, special features are reserved for where we actually, watch a movie and talk about it. But this, or if we do movie trivia or something like that. But this is just, hey, this is kind of the big movie event that most people in the quote industry are talking about. So we figure, hey, let's add our 2 cents. So Hayden, we might just go down the list for the winners. And I know previously we at some point we talked about our predictions and the nominees, but at least, hey, now we know what happened.
And I'm also just going to clarify here that I am hampered by having not watched One Battle yet.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. As I know who won what, that's going to probably hamper somewhat, for sure.
Well, let's start at the top. The big one, Best Picture is One Battle After Another. Again, I haven't seen it yet, so I know you have, though.
Well, all I would say is, again, and maybe we might watch it for an episode or something like that, but it makes the most sense why it won, because it is like we just talked about on this last episode, where it's not like something like Hamnet, where it's this very specific audience, but it's not so generic to everyone. Like, oh, it's not an F1 where it's too broad and kind of stupid.
I'm
You know
still
what I mean?
surprised F1 was there.
Well, yeah. Well, I wonder how much money Apple TV Plus or whatever.
I don't want to look at it like that, but I gotta.
It's a business. It's a business.
Because, because the other nominees are Hamnet. That makes sense. Sinners, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, Train Dreams, Begonia, Secret Agent, and Frankenstein. Even if I haven't seen all of those, I know they're high quality, and I've heard from tons of other people that they deserve to be there. Even though that I've seen F1, I'm like, this is a great summer popcorn movie. The best picture of the year, though.
Well, it depends on when you think of best. Like, sometimes people are voting like, oh, is this like the thing that was like the big movie? I don't know. Either way,
that's a little too into the weeds to what we're doing here, though.
Either way, I think the right movie won, and I think and this will go into the other categories, but because some people who didn't win in other categories still won for Best Picture because they were a part of One Battle, so they still got the award, which I think they deserved, like the Best Supporting Actress award.
And then, obviously, Best Director also goes to PTA, his first in his entire career, which is shocking to me. As
well-deserved.
He's one of my, favorite directors ever.
Yes, no, and again, I think the only other main possibility would have been Ryan Coogler, but
I'm surprised they didn't throw more towards Sinners. I'll be honest.
I think they threw enough.
That's
in the
true.
Places that it mattered. It's still got. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
So obviously, lead actor and lead actress. We got Michael B. Jordan for Sinners and Jesse Buckley in Hamnet. We have both seen Sinners. You are the only person who has seen Hamnet. So,
and we just talked about that on our last episode, but I think Jesse Buckley was kind of a shoo-in for lead actress. Granted, I've not seen a ton of the other stuff. I've heard If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You is supposed to be really good, from Rose Byrne.
Yeah. And then here's the other nominees for
what else
both respective categories.
Just do women's, please.
Renee Rensive, I'm sure is a French name, which I butchered, for Sentimental Value.
Oh yeah, that's not going to happen.
It had a higher possibility than perhaps Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue.
Well, that's not going to happen either.
That's the F1 of that category.
Yes.
Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, and then per California law, Emma Stone for Begonia.
That's less California law, more just for whatever reason the Oscars are a big fan. And she is a great actress.
She is. The Oscars really love her when she works with Yorgos.
And I have heard
both of
even
us,
if you
that is so not our taste.
True, but I have heard that even if you generally don't like Yorgos things, that Begonia is still enough like sort of normal craziness that
Sure.
it's watchable.
I've heard that it is similar to Caught Stealing, to where it's the most palpable version
Yes, that is what I've
of
heard.
like an artsy director movie. So, Michael B. Jordan obviously won for Sinners, but the nominees would have been the very much talked about Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, DiCaprio for One Battle, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, and Wagner Moura for Secret Agent.
I'd like to see Secret Agent. It's on my watch list. It's now on Disney Plus.
Oh,
It's
because I would
supposed to be.
also like to watch it, but I couldn't figure out where I could find
Yeah,
it.
it just became available. I
Just like I
and
would like to watch
I.
Blue Moon because I
It's on
like Richard
Netflix.
Linklater's scripts very much.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and I haven't seen Blue Moon or The Secret Agent, and I like DiCaprio is really good in One Battle. Like he is really
Sure.
really good, but it's not the. I don't know if it's the standout uh like both. I think the reason why the front runners for it were Michael B. Jordan and Timothy Chalamet is both their roles were like pretty career defining roles. Like
Yeah,
it's not
for sure.
only like it was both those movies are the movies they are because of those performances.
And I obviously no disrespect to Michael B. Jordan. He's a good actor. I didn't think his portrayal of Smoke or Stack was like that like amazing. I thought it was fine, but there were so many other things in Sinners that I thought were more remarkable than his role. I'm a little bit surprised it didn't go to Timothy, but
I'm okay with it. I'm so okay with it, dude.
I'm okay with it too. And the fact that this is clearly not Timothy Chalamet's last role. He's going to get other
No,
parts.
and that's part of what I also think about is like he's A, so young, and B, there's I think voters, and I'm maybe speaking out of my ass, but yes, it's about the movies that they're actually talking about, but they also think of like the legacy of the person that's getting like Michael B. Jordan has also put in. He's not a new actor; he's been around
No.
for a while. He's I think probably I'm gonna guess he's maybe a decade older than Timothy
Oh,
Chalamet.
almost certainly, but I'm not going to check that.
And you'll see. I mean, we could probably find tons of different reels to share this exact concept and thought process, but like Marty Supreme and Timothy Chalamet to a degree not getting any wins is the most Marty Supreme
I
thing.
have heard that, yes.
And like his whole Timothy Chalamet's whole run up to the Oscars of like really gunning for this, like clearly being like, I want this, give it to me, is the exact reason why he didn't get it. And that's if you look at him versus Michael B. Jordan, they're the most polar opposite, like how they present themselves. And I
Oh yeah,
think
Michael B. Jordan is very much an offline person. He's
well, not
not.
just offline, but like he's not the like I'm the guy, bitches. He's not that guy.
Sure.
And I think Timmy needs some of that. I think honestly he needed some like humbling of like, oh, you can be great, but you don't have to be like, guys, I'm fucking great. You don't have to be that guy. No
I
one
mean, he
really
is great,
actually.
but I think
He is. He
he
is.
was a little bit overexposed with his opinions.
Sure, and we all know the interviews and things like that. But and Marty Supreme is very good, and he's very good in it. But it's not. I think it's more than just that performance that people think about. Obviously, especially when what happened this year.
So best supporting is Sean Penn, and even if I haven't seen
Oh my god, dude!
even if I haven't seen
It's
One Battle, I've seen
insanity.
several clips of him in this
It's,
movie. What the fuck is going on?
which is
Like,
so.
as much as I love Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein,
He was never
absolutely
going to
give it
win
to
that,
Sean
dude.
Penn.
Well, actually,
Absolutely
even
give it
if
to
it
Sean
wasn't
Penn.
Jacob Elordi, I could see how some people are like, "Oh, give it to the guy from Sinners who's been he's been an
I
actor for like 45 years." I'm like, that's a thing, but that shouldn't just automatically means he
no.
gets it because in Sinners, like he was good, but he wasn't a standout performance.
That's kind of see, but that's kind of the way I felt about Michael B. Jordan. Regardless,
Eh,
regardless.
either way, but yes, Sean Penn is a clearly like it's. I mean, everyone the casting for that's what the
Yes.
They won the casting award because, again, Leonardo is really good in this. The new younger chick, I can't think of her name.
We're going to get to her in a minute.
She's great. The other black chick who lost, she's great. Sean Penn, like, Jesus, I legitimately don't have words to describe the choices that he made in this movie, and I'm sure some of that is
even just down to the way he walks around.
yes, yes.
Why? What?
So there's the walk. There's like this stuff that he does with his lips that he decides.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I don't know how much of this is him versus the writing versus the direction, but
It's probably a combination.
And then, of course, he's like, you know what? I'm not even going to go to the Oscars. Fuck it.
I did see that. So the people that were also nominated were Benicio del Toro from One Battle.
Nah,
I mean,
he was good.
He was on screen for like 5 minutes, and I'm not sure if that counts.
Maybe 10 minutes. And again, the parts that he's on, he's great. He's really good. But it's
and I guess I shouldn't poo-poo that because Silence of the Lambs.
Anthony Hopkins
in
yes.
Silence of the Lambs wins Best Supporting Actor for a role that I think is similarly
like
10 minutes of
or
screen
something.
time. Yeah. So anyway, Benicio del Toro, as I mentioned earlier, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, and then Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value.
Which maybe it's good.
There's 9 different Skarsgårds. It's okay if they don't take home more gold.
Mm-hmm. No, again, like I think this is going to be a trend throughout. Like for the most part, I think the right people got recognized.
Yeah, there haven't been a whole lot of like I mean,
like, oh, they were robbed kind of thing.
Exactly, and I am terminally online at the moment because I have nothing else to do with my time. But I haven't found a whole lot of like kick-ups online about people arguing about it. People are pretty happy with the choices this year.
Mm-hmm. The supporting actress.
Best supporting actress goes to Amy Madigan from Weapons, which
is a crazy thing to think about, to be honest. Like,
is it crazy? Like, don't get me wrong, she is good in that movie, but I don't know, is she better than Tiana Taylor in One Battle?
That's the thing. I was like, she was. I don't know.
Better than Wunmi Moskow in Sinners? I don't know.
She was not. So I think again, Tiana Taylor was. This is the only time where I'm like, I feel like I probably should have gone to her, but she's also young.
Sure.
I didn't
she
realize,
has an entire career ahead of her.
Yes, I didn't realize Amy Madigan.
Oh, she's been around forever, and she's married to Ed Harris.
Yeah, I didn't know she was married to Ed Harris. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad for her.
Also, Aunt Gladys is fucking ridiculous and bizarre. So,
oh yes,
I'm glad we got something that strange at the Oscars. Like all things considered,
it was a year for horror. To be honest,
absolutely,
which is crazy.
Which is good in my opinion, because so often I think the Academy tends to really overfavor just nothing but drama. So the fact that Sinners and Frankenstein alone took home so much stuff, I think is a good thing.
Agreed.
Best international feature, we got the winner is Sentimental Value from Norway. I haven't seen it. I've heard it's good. It's also looks depressing and sad.
Secret Agent, yeah, I'd like to see it.
Other nominees being, obviously, as Duncan just said, Secret Agent from Brazil, It Was Just an Accident from France, Sirat from Spain, and The Voice of Hin Rajab from Tunisia.
Which I've seen.
I've heard of all of these. I have not seen any of them. I'd like to watch Secret Agent, though.
I haven't seen any of them. The one that, again, I think is the most palatable is going to be a Secret Agent. Yeah.
I've heard pretty much all of those are going to be rough watches for different reasons.
Correct.
Best animated feature, to the shock of literal no one, is K-pop Demon Hunters.
I could not care less, dude. I just don't care.
I think, and that's fine. Speaking as someone who really likes animation, I think it is a visually interesting movie. It is also very much a Netflix movie, and that there are possibly more interesting things out this year. And they should have put some of the anime stuff that came out this year in the category. Even if I haven't seen them, the fact that you only have American animation up here is a little insulting. Other nominees being Arco, Elio, and Zootopia 2. Do we care about documentary?
Nope. Skip.
Best original screenplay, I think, is interesting here. So, um, winning is Sinners,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is pretty good.
I think that's, again, I think the right person, because it is truly original and interesting original.
Do you think it's more original than Marty Supreme, which was also
Mm,
nominated, though?
it's more original. Marty Supreme is the. So when I sat down to watch Marty Supreme, to a certain degree, I kind of knew what I was getting. I was like, okay, this is going to be a stressful sports biopic to a certain degree. And there was the even though the movie is stressed the whole time, I was never like, oh, this was not exactly what I signed up for. Like I didn't already know kind of what this was. And Sinners is so original that it's like, oh, you is this a music movie? Is it a vampire movie? Is it a racism movie? Hmm.
Regardless, though, um, the other nominees being Robert Kaplow for Blue Moon, a bunch of Indian people for It Was Just an Accident. I'm sorry, I'm not going to butcher your names.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Eskil Vogt and Joaquin Trier for Sentimental Value.
And for adapted,
Best Adapted goes to One Battle. I didn't realize it was based on something else.
I didn't realize that either. Which, again,
Which
I
cool.
feel like, yeah, and it
I'm
does it
glad
very well.
I'm glad that that was the case, so they could give writing to both Sinners and One Battle.
Yes, again, that's where I'm like, oh, I think it wasn't like a blowout either direction, which I don't usually like.
Other nomination or the other nominees being Will Tracy adapting Begonia, Guillermo del Toro adapting Frankenstein, Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell adapting Hamnet, Clint Bentley and Greg Quidar adapting Train Dreams.
Which those are all. I mean, again, I think they all are nominated for the right reason. They're all like one
Yeah,
like, oh, is this is the best like Shakespearean? This is the best like period piece or like a weird alien fucking thing. But
for sure.
uh, yeah,
Um, we mentioned it briefly a couple minutes ago, but best casting, this wins for One Battle because everyone's ridiculously good.
but it's what I should say. What I like, yes, everyone's really good, but it's not like a movie where before you even sit down, you're like, oh, I'm gonna see. This is not Ocean's 11 where there's gonna be 15 A-listers. It's not gonna be, oh, there's Brad Pitt, oh, there's George Clooney. Like it's still actors that are good, but they're not so like and
They're
they
not picked
picked it
for their names; they're picked for the roles in which they fill.
correct, and it's not just uh A-list actors like Leo. Like again, I can't think of her name, but she's got a cool name
Chase
too.
Infinity.
Jason, dude, she's very attractive.
I've seen, yes.
Jesus Christ,
Yes, I know.
the dress she wore to the Oscars, ugh,
Yeah,
stunning.
I know.
Either way, like she's fantastic. Tiana Taylor's fantastic, and those are not household names, which that
I
goes down
mean,
to casting of like,
a
oh, I'm
little
not
bit
just gonna
now, but
pick.
not at the time.
Well,
No,
yes, but it's not the casting of like, oh, I'm just gonna pick Google the most like well-known, most marketable names, and I'm just gonna put them in the movie. You know what I mean?
sure. Other nominees for that category being Nina Gold for Hamnet, Jennifer Venditti
There's
for
like
Marty
three people
Supreme.
in that whole movie. Just saying.
Don't ask
Just
me.
saying.
Gabrielle Dominguez for The Secret Agent, and Francine Maisler for Sinners. I could see it going to Sinners too. That was extremely
Mhm.
well casted.
Yes, again, and also similar reasons where like, oh, there's some A-list people you're going to recognize, but it's also a ton of people that are good at their specific characters, and they don't have to be like
Sure. So
whatever.
speaking of the cast of Sinners, and I don't know who I would force out of Best Supporting Actor to slot them in, but actually, no, I do. Force out Stellan Skarsgård. I'm so shocked that the vampire guy, what's his name?
Oh, Jack, oh something.
I'm so surprised Jack O'Connell did not get a Best Supporting nod
He was
for
good.
his
He was very good.
super creepy turn
Yes,
as yeah.
I
Regardless,
think that'd be a hard sell to voters.
possibly so. because there's already someone else from Sinners in that category.
Correct. Which that sometimes happens. Sean Penn and Del
Yeah.
Toro, but still.
Best cinematography, this one for Sinners for
Mm-hmm.
Autumn Durald Arkapaw.
Which I think is really cool.
Absolutely deserves to win. I mean, as much as I want to say Frankenstein, just because I really loved Frankenstein, like top 3 movie experiences in recent memory is watching the scene in Sinners where they're at the bar and they open the doors and it switches into IMAX aspect ratio.
Mm-hmm.
It just blew my mind.
Well, even there's several parts of that movie that absolutely blew. I mean, the scene where the guy sings a song and they're
Oh,
going
yeah.
through the different areas and literally the house is fucking burning down around them.
Incredible
Jesus
stuff.
Christ, dude.
Other nominees being Dan Lawson from Frankenstein, Darius Kanji from Marty Supreme, Michael Bauman from One Battle, and Aldolfo Veloso from Train Dreams. I really loved the way Train Dreams was shot. Very slow, very deliberate, but just
Yes.
it had its own like
Style.
identity and feel.
Yeah, I watched some behind the scenes on Train Dreams and so much of how the process was so slow to making it because they literally were just waiting every single day for the right
Because
lighting.
they had to use like actual light. Yeah.
Yes. They're like, oh, we've got 20 minutes. All right, let's go.
All right. I'm going to clip through production, costume, and hair just because.
It's all Frankenstein. Yes.
Well, yes, it's all Frankenstein, but I don't know that our listeners, such that we have, are going to care that we talk about that all that much.
Yeah, that's fine. Shit looked
That
cool.
being said,
Frankenstein. Boom.
Best production design is Frankenstein with Tamara Deverell and Shane Vayu. Best costume design is Frankenstein for Kate Hawley. Best makeup and hairstyling is Frankenstein for Mike Hill, Jordan Samuel, and Cleona Fury. Best original song is Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. I hate that song so much.
Could not care fucking less, dude.
Genuinely
Jesus.
baffled that they didn't give it that they didn't give it to Sinners for I Lied to You.
Right? And they
That's
even
just-
played they
yeah.
played both of those songs on stage at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get that Golden is like super catchy and that lots of kids love it and that you cannot escape it on social media. I understand that. I Lied to You from Sinners is incredible and should have been given it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I would even
Agreed.
say give it to Train Dreams by Nick Cave. That's a great song. Best original score, The Right Person won, to the shock of no one.
Yeah.
Ludwig Göransson for Sinners is so talented.
Well, again, if you look, there was the era of John Williams, then there was the era of Hans Zimmer. This is now
for sure
his era.
I mean, I would absolutely buy it. Other nominees being Johnny Greenwood, the longtime collaborator with PTA for One Battle, Max Richter for Hamnet, who also did the music for Astra, which we both really enjoy. Alexandre Desplat for Frankenstein, which I love a lot, and then Jerskin Fedrix for Begonia, which I have no idea what that sounds like.
The score in One Battle is really fucking good.
I mean, they're always really good.
I can think of the scene and I can hear the music.
Is it the bit where they're driving up and down over hills in the middle of the desert? Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Okay.
Which I'm sure there's context which makes that scene more impressive. Every time I see gifs of that, I'm like, this looks a little boring.
No, dude.
I'm sure there is entire movies worth of context that I am missing. I'm just saying.
That is literally like one of the last scenes, yeah.
Yeah.
I will do the 30 days. I'm just saying, we should watch this.
Best sound, F1, the only thing it wins.
Which I'm
I
okay
think
with.
is fine.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the sound design of that movie is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better than One Battle and Sinners? That's a questionable.
I don't know.
Other nominees being Frankenstein, One Battle, Sinners, and Sirat. Best visual effects, the unstoppable juggernaut that is Avatar wins again.
It's fine.
I think it's expected.
Yes,
because
sure.
don't like just pushing technology so much further, and I as much as I think something like F1 probably deserved it, I happen to think Jurassic World Rebirth might have been a crap movie, but visually looked pretty cool. I have not seen The Last Bus, and there are times in Sinners where the VFX look amazing. You're not beating Avatar.
Yeah, some things you just kind of have to accept, I think.
Like that's going to be that's going to be a mainstay every year at award season until probably James Cameron retires.
Correct.
Um, I don't care about short films. I'm
Nope, skip.
sorry.
Sorry, skip.
I know that's insulting to say. I
We
don't
just
care.
haven't seen them.
Yeah. Honorary awards this year were Tom Cruise and Dolly Parton, and that's the end of the list.
Which for honorary awards, I think those are two people that, yeah, sure, give them an award.
Well, because I know next year they're starting stunt categories,
Mm-hmm.
and if it'll be interesting to see if David Lytek actually lands something in there, because I feel like if there's anyone out there, he really loves like actual physical stunt work.
Yes.
But also, Tom Cruise has got to be in there.
Well, his
He
next
would have to
movie
release a
that's
movie
coming
next year,
out
but
is Digger, and I don't think that's going to be a very stunt-heavy movie.
film, probably not.
Well, just even as I meant those awards going to, like, when you think about Hollywood in general and like society in general, like, oh, Tom Cruise is like pretty like
Tom Cruise has done a lot for the entertainment
Hollywood.
industry at large. Yes.
Yes, and Dolly Parton does a like her. I don't know if you know this, but all of her philanthropic work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's fucking
Her
great.
and her husband. Yeah.
Yes. So those are our reactions, not to the nominations, but to the actual winners of the 2025.
Six.
Technically, is it? Yeah, but it's for movies that came out in 2025.
However you want to categorize it, the most recent Oscars.
The most recent Oscars. If you agree, let us know. If you don't, fuck off. And we'll catch you all.
Fuck off to our one listener, Duncan.
I don't give a shit. Either way, we'll be back in a year to talk about whatever movies that come out this year. But depending
Probably
on when
Dune Part 3.
Yeah, it might be mostly Dune. Who knows? All right.